Hello, today is Thursday, July 8th, 2021 at 6:12 a.m. I was able to sleep better last night, but still need more sleep, and I'm feeling a heavy pressure on my heart. But I didn't have to pee a whole lot of times in the middle of the night, maybe 2 or 3 times. So, I'm feeling heavy pressure on my heart and kind of feeling out of breath. And wish I could get more sleep. It's my second off day today. And the guy had that restaurant open yesterday, but I was glad that I was able to sleep. I woke up a few times, but I think there was a point in time in the middle of the night where I had a brief insomnia moment or two, but I didn't get to sleep straight through like a baby, and I don't know how many hours I slept. I guess it was probably at least 5. And this red SUV over there pulled up. I don't know. I'm not sure if they're perps, but they just pulled up right when I came around here, So, it's like, it's hard if you stand in a hotel or a motel or even an apartment, Section 8 apartment or not, or a low-income apartment, or, a cheaper apartment or a house or something in a bad neighborhood. It's scary and dangerous when you have gangsters and thugs or people in the hood who are gang stalking you and doing perp stuff, because it seems like your life is in danger if you these too many gnats and flies keep bothering me. So if you live in a hood or a bad area and seem like the neighbors threaten to hurt you or they threaten your life, if you tell them that it's 3 o'clock in the morning and they're doing noise campaign, they threaten you. You get threatened if you tell them that their loud music or their loud company or their crackhead transactions that's making a lot of noise in their traffic, trafficking in and out of the house with drugs. When they trafficking in and out of the house with drugs, it's like, excuse me, I got the hiccups. I think they're trying to force me to hiccup so they can get me to forget what I'm talking about. So they, like the crackhead neighbors that I used to have in Jefferson, Louisiana, part of New Orleans, in the Shrewsbury area. Shrewsbury, that was my first time encountering living in a crackhead neighborhood. Your very next door neighbor is a crackhead. And it's on the 1st and the 3rd of the month, at the beginning of the month, she would have a whole bunch of men. Like her boyfriend would be locked up in jail from them fighting. And then when he's gone, she would have a whole bunch of men at 4, from early as 4 o'clock in the morning, coming in and out of her house and making all kinds of noise and stuff like that, a whole bunch of men driving by in nice cars, and the fake Jehovah's Witness neighbor across the street, that Debbie lady, this was in 2017, 2018, that lady, Miss Debbie, she, she was the one who told me that Miss Michelle next door was a crackhead. First, she acted like she didn't want to admit it, But later on, she broke down and said that Miss Michelle was a crackhead. And Miss Michelle, she lied and said her name was Michelle, but I come to find out her real name is Ella Carvin. But Miss Michelle, she would have that boyfriend, I forgot his name, and she would, I remember that fight they got into, and like they were fought so bad because Miss Debbie said that Miss Michelle would get into an argument or fights with her boyfriend at the beginning of the month because he didn't want her to spend her money on drugs and stuff, and so they would fight at the beginning of every month. But he beat her so bad, and she showed Miss Michelle, she showed me the staples in her stomach, and I felt bad for her. And then shortly after that, I heard the boyfriend beating on her, and I heard glass broke, and he banged her upside the wall so bad. He slammed her against the wall so bad that my whole apartment shook. Because it was 4 little, I guess it was a quadruplex, 4 small little apartments or houses connected to one building. And so he slammed her so hard she shook. And so I didn't know what the hell was going on, So, I was asleep, and I was awakened with hearing them arguing, fussing, fighting, her crying and stuff. I was awakened at exactly midnight, with her. And there were times when she tried to fight me and threaten me. And I just went through just such hell living there, in addition to my gang stalking, and that I wasn't aware of the fact that what they were doing to me was considered gang stalking. And the guy, every time I try to upload the video, YouTube would not let me upload the video of the guy. You see, here's a purple and a black truck, just driving around in this parking lot and pretended to fake like he was going to the ATM. He ain't going to no damn ATM. But anyway, Miss Michelle and them, Miss Michelle would constantly ask me for food, different kinds of food and stuff. Miss Michelle would come knock on my door asking me for food. And then one day she asked me for money, and I didn't have it. And then she started perping and abusing me. But some of the other neighbors were already perping and abusing me with the noise. And if you confront them about the noise that they're making at 2, 3, and 4 o'clock in the morning, they make threats at you, or they try to physically attempt to hurt you and stuff like that. And I'm hypersensitive to loud noise. So it's very frightening. I don't know why they put disabled people in the same category as gangsters and thugs with poverty and low income and stuff. Disabled people should have their own separate neighborhood, low income neighborhood that's safe, away from the drugs and gangsters and thugs that want to harm people and stuff like that. Those are the same perps from yesterday. I hear them. So, yay, I get to eat breakfast today. But I'm sick of the same old grits, eggs, and sausage. But I like, grits and eggs. I'm tired of sausage. And, it's like I would like some cereal or oatmeal that I don't get to eat that much. With me being on the streets. So I miss having cereal or oatmeal for breakfast. And it's like hard for me to try to get fruits and vegetables to eat or to try to get it in, and it can be very expensive, so, but yeah, it's very scary of, trying to, if I got a job interview the next morning or an exam to take for a certain job the next morning, but the night before the perps set up a noise campaign to make all kinds of noise, and then me being hit severely with directed energy weapons in an apartment, a Section 8 apartment or somewhere, me being hit with dew weapons so bad that I have to end up in the emergency room and feel like I'm dying or feel like they're killing me. And then they'll lie and say I have the best this or that they ever seen. The best EKG they've seen all day. The best this, the best that they've seen all day. So, it's scary to try to go in the super the low price hotels because you got drugs, needles, blood stains on the bed that they don't want to do anything about, bed bugs, roaches, spiders, everything just gross and uncomfortable, and plus you're not able to feel safe in those super cheap hotels, But the cheaper, decent ones that I got to stay in, I'm now wrongfully banned. But then that Quality Inn was described as the hood, like in a bad area. But guess how much that hotel would be? The Quality Inn now would be like $135 a night, And I've seen it higher than that. And that's supposed to be considered the hood, But I used to try to stay there at one point and was getting, points, for extra free nights and stuff. But now I can't stay there no more. And Sweet Dream Inn Hotel seemed like nobody, the so-called targeted individuals, didn't care that I was trying to tell y'all that they looked like they were attempting to ritually sacrifice me over there. That they put me in room 233 and then come into my room, trying to break into my room and stuff. So that's really scary. I'm glad that I had that lock thing to protect me, because some of the doors didn't have the lock thing to protect. And they were acting like they were glad to put me in room 233, at the Sweet Dream Inn. And that's supposed to be considered the hood as well. But then the prices of the hotel, can be up to $165 or a little more than that. I've seen it. Up to $188 or something. It's like sometimes the hotel prices be like $200 and $300. Like they price the hotels however they want. So it'll be hard to get a hotel or something cheap or affordable. And, I'm just trying to survive. It's scary to be in certain, if you're in the hood, a ghetto motel, and the doors don't lock. If you're in a ghetto hotel and the doors don't lock, the hotel managers they don't care, and so it's more like, oh, you get what you pay for, so that's really scary. I never heard of anybody want to say, oh, you act like you think you're too good to not be safe. You act like you think you're too good to be in an unsafe area. Like, really? So I'm going to go for now.